saying don't cry is literally one of the worst things we could say when somebody is crying around us, right? And of course your therapist, like you said, was caught off guard. So I'm not necessarily even talking about that. I'm talking about just like how people have been conditioned that when they're asked, how are you? They'll say, I'm okay, without actually checking in to see how they feel. Don't cry is a similar thing. We see people crying. We had people when we were young tell us not to cry, and now you're conditioned to respond that way. But the problem is, that's the equivalent of you saying, it's not safe to feel around me. I want you to suppress. I am not a safe space for you to be human with, right? And that is not the message we typically mean to send, but that is absolutely what we're saying, in other words, because we cry, biologically, we are designed to cry frequently, actually, because it's a built-in system to help us release and regulate big emotions, not just sadness, but big emotions, because that's another misconception. I can't tell you how often people see someone crying and they say, oh my God, are you okay? And it's like, yeah, there's a great chance that they're okay and they're just releasing. We don't only cry when we're sad. If I won $5 million right now, I'm going to be boohoo crying like my 2-year-old. You know, like we cry to release big emotion. And when someone cries around us, especially because of the society we have created and now we're trying to heal, the last thing we need to be saying is don't cry, because so many people feel unsafe feeling their human emotions, and we have royally messed up. We were supposed to all be a safe emotional space with one another, and it starts by us being that safe space when someone is vulnerable with us. Humans are not getting enough release, and that's why we have all these high rates of mental health disorders. That's why we also have all these high rates of physical health disorders. Yes, we know scientifically that suppression not only increases your likelihood of mood disorders, but also physical health disorders like heart disease, stroke, high blood pressure, and even dementia later in life. We need to be encouraging people to release their emotions in a healthy way. And one of the healthiest ways that one can release is by crying. And the one thing you want to make sure that that person knows is that they are safe to feel with you.